Diana Ross has finally spoken, and what she revealed has fans in total shock. For decades, people whispered about her and Michael Jackson's strange bond, the way he looked at her like she was everything in the world, but nobody ever expected this. At 81 years old, Diana admitted that there was more to their story than anyone ever guessed, and in the middle of that confession came the part that has the internet buzzing, a child that Michael had kept hidden. Their connection goes back to 1969 when Motown signed the Jackson 5. Michael was just a kid, but the moment he stepped into Diana's world, he was hooked. He moved into her house for a year, calling her mama in public but joking in private that she was his girlfriend. Even his own mother noticed the way he adored her. He would tease his sisters by saying they weren't pretty unless they looked like Diana, and when she landed the lead role in The Wiz, Michael begged to join the cast just to stay close. But behind the scenes, this wasn't just some childhood crush. Michael grew up measuring every woman against Diana, believing she was the standard. She guided him, mentored him, and gave him confidence in an industry that was built to tear him down. Still, there were signs his feelings went far deeper. Assistants told stories of Diana staying the night at Michael's apartment during The Wiz filming, and when people tried to press them about what really happened, neither of them denied it. They just gave that knowing smile and said, "Ask the other one." As Michael got older, he started speaking more openly about how much she meant to him. Word is that he once said she was the most important woman in his life, and when asked if he meant like a sister, he shook his head. He wanted to marry her. He didn't care about the age gap. He called her timeless, love itself, and at one point in the 80s, there were even rings exchanged. Fans swore they spotted it on Diana's finger during award shows, and the kiss she gave Michael on live TV only added fuel to the rumors. The problem was, Michael's family didn't approve. His mother thought Diana was too old. The press mocked her with cruel names, and the pressure eventually pushed her into the arms of another man. But that didn't mean she and Michael cut ties. In fact, their connection stayed so strong that fans always felt there was something more, something they weren't telling. And now, Diana's recent confession has people piecing everything together. She admitted that while the world only saw them as close friends, their bond went further. For years, Michael carried the weight of hiding it, weaving his emotions into songs like Dirty Diana, tracks that fans once thought were about groupies, but now sound like veiled messages about her. That's why this revelation feels so explosive. The woman who defined Michael's idea of love, the one he couldn't let go of, just confirmed the whispers were never just gossip. Now you guys, the internet is going crazy again, and this time it's not Lil Durk himself making headlines. It's his original baby mama, Nicole Cavone. All it took was one side-by-side photo, the old drill-era Nicole next to the brand-new Nicole, and the timeline lost its mind. And let's be real, transformations always stir the pot, but the way people are reacting to this one, it's messy, it's divided, and it's got people pulling out every opinion under the sun about how she got here. So basically, the post that went viral was a before and after of Nicole. On the left, she's hugged up with a young Durk. On the right, it's a polished selfie where she looks like a whole different person. That single picture set off a chain reaction. Some people are praising the glow-up, saying she looks amazing, while others are zooming in on every detail like the internet's personal plastic surgeons. And you couldn't tell me people weren't waiting for a moment like this, because the way the comments flooded in, it was clear the timeline had been itching to weigh in on Nicole. Now, as you guys probably saw, the reaction split into two camps. On one side, people are calling it a level up. Comments like, Lil Durk saw the potential so he invested, now it's paying off, were flying around. Fans were giving her credit for stepping into a new version of herself and owning it. But then there's the other side, the critics. One comment summed it up bluntly. All she did was get a BBL. LOL, look at her arms and hands. Another person added, transformation shouldn't always be about booty. How's she doing spiritually, financially, educationally, emotionally, economically, etc. And guys, that's when it really turned messy, because it stopped being just about the picture and turned into a debate about body image, money, and whether glow-ups even matter if they're not full circle. Here's the thing. Nicole isn't just some random ex. She's Lil Durk's first baby mama, the one who was there before the fame, during those Chicago drill days when things weren't polished or glossy. So people aren't just reacting to a pretty selfie, they're reacting to the history. Seeing the side-by-side made it easy for people to start comparing pre-Durk fame Nicole versus post-Durk Nicole. And of course, that opened the floodgates for speculation. Was this the gym? Was it a surgeon? Or is it just what happens when you grow up, get older, and glow into yourself? The internet doesn't really care about the truth though, they care about the narrative, and the narrative they're building is that Nicole went from average drill-era girlfriend to Instagram-ready baby mama. At the end of the day, Nicole's picture turned into way more than a glow-up post. It became a cultural debate about what counts as a real transformation. Some say it's proof she leveled up, others argue it's nothing but surgery, and some are questioning why looks are even the focus when there's no talk about her mental or financial growth. But one thing's clear, Nicole has people talking, and she hasn't even said a word back, which honestly might be the smartest move. Sometimes silence makes the speculation even louder. So now, the question isn't just how Nicole transformed, it's what this moment really means for her place in Durk's story. Is this just another viral baby mama glow up, or is Nicole about to step out of the shadow of being Lil Durk's first and rewrite her own narrative? Because y'all, if one selfie can cause this much noise, imagine what happens when Nicole decides to really speak up.